Now, when you finish to do your work breakdown structure, when you finish to do your work breakdown structure, what else can you do? When you have that element in your hand, what else this allow you to do?
Because the work breakdown structures come before the risk, because if you know now the work, so now you could identify, you know, the...
Actually, risk come first. Sometimes, even while project initiation, you have to do... I think risk is so important, risk come first. Because sometimes, after the risk analysis, you might decide you're not going to have the project anymore. You might decide you have to postpone the project. Because risk, depending on the risk, if you have a risk that is so obvious, you might say, I'm not going to go forward with that project. Risk is very important because there are risks that there will be so much, the project will not have any value. Because of that risk, you might decide, you might advise your customer, based on the risk, we have to change strategy, we have to do something else. So risk comes first. Now, let's go back to work breakdown structure. So once you have your work breakdown structure, what else can you do? I want you to know this because this is very important. And last week we spoke about it. This is not something a project manager can afford to forget. Because the only thing that can allow you to have a good schedule, the only thing that can allow you to have a good estimate is the work breakdown structure. So you cannot forget this part. If you know what the work breakdown structure do, the work breakdown structure allow you to see all the small package that will involve in the project, and you will know how long it will take you to finish each work package. You will know which work package depend on other work package, because there are work you can do except if you already do this work package. So once you know everything that's going to be involved in the project, you know how long it will take to do each work package. So at this point, it's easy for you to do an estimate and to do the scheduling. So the work breakdown structure is a very important element when you're doing scheduling and when you're doing estimate. Because each person who's going to be in charge of a work package will know how much money he needs. He will know how much resources that he needs, how much equipment that he needs to do that specific work package. So he can put an amount of money behind this work package. So you know how much money that's going to cost you. And the person in charge of this work package to know if he has that many people, how long it will take him to do this work package. And if another work package depends on his work package, since he knows how long it takes to accomplish the work package, so you know when you can bring the other crew in to do their job, because until he finish that job, like suppose I'm doing the foundation of a house and the carpenter already built this house in Canada, and they're going to bring the house, just only depose the house on my foundation. But now if I tell you by December 30 I should finish the foundation, based on all my estimate, if I have all the equipment, all the material I need, if I have the resource human that I need, I suppose to complete this work package by December 30. Now, you can schedule this home to arrive by January 10. I will never put it exactly by December 30 in case there is a snow day, there is something happen, big rain, I have to stop working for a few days. But I can say, let's schedule a house to be here by January 10. So now, the delivery of the home depends on my foundation, because I will have to block the street. If the house come and the foundation is not ready, that will be trouble, because I have to keep the street blocked. You see, when they bring those houses, they have to have state police, local police, everybody involved. So if this house is not ready, if the foundation is not ready, there is trouble. Because the guy who came from Canada, they will have to wait until they do their job. And that will be bad money.
This is time money.
So for that reason, the work breakdown structure is very important, because you know what needs to be done, how long it's going to take to do it, you can do your estimate, and how much money you need to finish that. And I can say, this is the most important part of planning. This is what we're going to define really what you have to do. Because the work statement just tell you, give you a big picture of what you have to do. The detailed picture is the work breakdown structure that gives you the detailed picture. So now you have your schedule, you have your estimate, you can do your budget, is adding your estimate for each work package that will give you your budget, but never forget to add some contingency fund. Why you need that money?
Because for the risk, something else.
Yeah, the money you reserve is for risk management. If it happens, you have money. But remember, I tell you something about risk. There are risks you can deal with. There are risks you cannot deal with it. What do you do with risk that you feel like is too much to deal with? What do you do with those type of risk?
Nobody know that before you started the job?
No.
What do you do? Risk that you cannot control, risk that you feel like. But
that's if you have some money out on the side.
Guys, I don't understand how come you can forget this one. We said there are risks you can avoid, there are risks you can deal with, and there are risks you have to
go to the
you have to transfer the risk, guy. You take insurance. You buy a risk. You transfer that risk to another company. For that reason, when you have a house, you buy fire insurance. When you have a car, you take insurance in case you kill someone. You know you cannot deal with that, but you need to have enough insurance to deal with those type of risks. So I repeat this so many times. I feel like you should have that in your head even if you don't do any of your reading. And if you do the reading and you listen to me, you should know this.